You're commuting home with Katz and Cosby. Now, here's John Katzimatidis and Rita Cosby on 77 WABC.
And, John, we have Dr. Marc Siegel now.
Oh, Dr. Marc Siegel. Well, he is one smart guy. And Marc Siegel, am I going to see you at breakfast tomorrow?
No, I'm not. Oh, yes, actually.
All right. Okay, I don't want you to miss breakfast.
I'm not out east yet, but yeah.
I'm not either. I'm going to fight that Long Island Expressway tonight.
Oh, I'm not. Oh, my God. Maybe I better come in your car.
Dr. Marc Siegel, tell us, President Biden was on Thursday night. What do you think? I mean, people are still trying to figure it out.
Well, I think the issue here is that we're not getting full disclosure on the part of the administration, the doctors that are taking care of him, and, of course, the first family. And I think that the media is making a big mistake rushing to diagnoses and to tests that should be done. I'm tired of that. We had that all through the COVID pandemic. I think that the thing to focus on is the patient's doctor, the president's doctor is not coming forward. And we also don't need to be having the president under a microscope to figure out if his errors are significant or not, because we've seen enough already. We've seen enough. There's enough examples of these lapses and disorientation and spatial disorientation and forgetting people's names and who people are and not getting to the end of a sentence. All of that is significant. It's been going on for years. It's getting worse, and it needs to be investigated. I feel sorry for the president, actually, because he's also in a state of denial over it, which is very typical of this kind of a thing.
You know, Dr. Siegel, one of the things that was amazing last night was when he said, and this is the president's own words, that no doctor has told him he needs a neurological test outside of this annual exam that he gets. The last one, I think it's either end of January or February, was the annual exam. I feel like saying, he said, yeah, if somebody told me that, if a doctor told me I needed a neurological exam, I take one, but no one's told me that. I mean, to me, I thought medical malpractice.
Well, again, that's like third hand from the president, who we don't know if he's telling the truth. Let me answer that in a generic way. If I see a patient who's disoriented or who simply forgets who the current president of France is and mentions somebody from years ago, or says, my son died in Iraq and I know that they died of a brain tumor, and that became the whole impetus of a tremendous move called, the cancer moonshot, I would get them worked up. And what is the standard workup for this kind of discombobulation? Let's just call it discombobulation. What's the standard workup? It's a scan of the brain, and it's not this cognitive test. Everybody keeps saying cognitive test. It would be neuropsychological testing, which is several hours to figure this out. Now, you might not do all of that on grandpa. Rita, you might not do all that on grandpa, but you're going to do that with someone where cognition really matters. And I'll tell you a subtle thing. I don't care about what time zone he's in. If somebody is going through 15 time zones and they get a sudden phone call that there's a bombing somewhere or something, I want them to know what time zone they're in when they answer the call, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. What do you make of the fact that he was saying that no doctor, I mean, do you believe that? You just brought up, you hit exactly what I thought, Dr. Siegel, was that either he's not telling the truth or these doctors are insulating him, because even after the debate, how could you not, to me, say you're the White House doctor. Wouldn't you say, we need to give you a neurological exam after that debate? He's making it sound like no one's even suggested that.
I think that it's not a neurological exam. It's a neurologist who takes this seriously, comes up with a workup, and the workup reveals something. Has it occurred to you, Rita, that maybe they did all of that and they don't want to release the results?
Absolutely. I agree with you. Absolutely. That clearly is one option.
And that's why you got Judge Weinberg there. But I actually want to say I don't believe this Dr. O'Connor is absolutely lying on any medical record. I think the judge is going to agree with me. Absolutely. When this doctor says he doesn't have Parkinson's, they ruled that out, because he's not going to put that word there. Then the media goes crazy, and they act like they don't even understand.
He's got something. Whatever he has something.
He has something, but it isn't Parkinson's. He has something worse. John, he has something worse. I mean, Parkinson's is actually treatable.
Yeah.
I think he has a progressive cognitive decline that's due to something. My theory is that it's related to the irregular heartbeat he has. Atrial fibrillation can lead to inadequate blood flow to the brain. Over time, you get vascular dementia.
Doctor, we got to take a break. Dr. Marc Siegel, I'm buying breakfast tomorrow. I'll see you in the morning.
You're always buying breakfast.
Thank you so much.